Hi everyone, I'm Tony Mori, and I'm visiting ZD Winery in the Rutherford district. Let's visit together. The ZD Winery was founded in 1968 by Gino Zepponi and DeLeuze, with the vision of producing world-class wines. In 1979, they purchased 6 acres of land on the Silverado Trail in Rutherford, Napa Valley, and planted Cabernet Sauvignon. In 1993, the vineyard tripled in size. In 1996, the DeLeuze family purchased a 33-acre vineyard in Carneros and planted 26 acres of Chardonnay and 7 acres of Pinot Noir. The ZD Winery was at the forefront of the sustainable wine movement and has been using organic farming practices since the early 1980s. They now produce award-winning Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Cabernet Sauvignon. We have Chris Pisani, winemaker of ZD Wines, with us today.
Okay, welcome. You're here at ZD Wines, right in the heart of the Napa Valley in the Rutherford appellation. The winery was established back in 1969. We just celebrated our 40th anniversary with the 2008 vintage. The winery is owned by the DeLeuze family. 2 partners started the winery in 1969. We're former aerospace engineers who had a very strong passion for wines and started like many did back in those days with very limited resources, but a strong passion for wine. And they started making wine out of a garage over in Sonoma. And obviously fast forward 40 years to today, and they've got this beautiful property here right in the heart of the valley. Like I said, the winery's been crushing grapes and making wine since '69. And so the winery produces about 30,000 cases of grapes. You see the property that we have here houses the winery and another 3-acre estate vineyard of Cabernet Sauvignon. We also own another 30 acres down in the Carneros district, southern part of the valley, cooler. We grow Chardonnay and Pinot Noir down there. The winery has been a very strong advocate and believer in organic farming for a very long time now. The owner, Norman DeLeuze, who was the founder of the winery, was a strong advocate, and from very early 1980s, he believed very strongly in the fact that using pesticides and herbicides in the vineyard was not good for not only for the vineyard but also for the people working around it. And so that's been a pretty big part of our philosophy in terms of winemaking and also grape growing. All the vineyards that we grow and manage and farm here are all certified organic with the CCOF, which stands for the California Certified Organic Farmers Organization. We've done that since 1999. And in terms of a winemaking philosophy, I mean, we're still considered a very small winery by Napa standards. Small handcrafted wines. We like to believe that we're able to really put a high focus on quality. Everything we do from the time in the vineyard to when it comes into the winery here is geared towards that effect. We are out to make the best wines possible. Most important in winemaking, I mean, obviously, like I've mentioned a little bit about, we have to start in the vineyard. For a business that is completely dependent on the land and what Mother Nature gives to us, that's a very strong focus for us. I mean, we always look at ourselves as as strong stewards of that land, and we do the best we can out in the vineyard so that what we bring into the winery, in terms of our fruit, is a good start. I mean, all of our winemaking we try to do, we do as gentle as possible, minimal handling on the grapes. All of our equipment is designed that way. Again, going back to that really strong effort of quality. So I would say, most important, obviously, we have to start in the vineyard. Norman, our founder of the winery, was a big believer in that. And while we also work with outside growers, aside from our own vineyards, that's a strong message that we send out and do with our grape growing. Okay, yeah. So what we have in front of us here is actually our 2008 California Chardonnay. Has the 40th anniversary. I mentioned 2008 was our 40th anniversary. A big celebration for the winery. Chardonnay is, I hate to say, it was a wine that kind of put us on the map, but it was. It's been our really strong strong wine for a long time. It's made in a very distinctive style for California, true Burgundian style. It's all cool climate grapes. We do 100% barrel fermentation. We do a very long cold fermentation on the wine. It really highlights a lot of the fruit. The wine doesn't go through a secondary fermentation called malolactic, where we hold on to a lot of that natural acidity. We think it makes for a much more food-friendly wine. You get a little bit brighter fruit. It spends about 10 months in primarily American oak barrels, actually all American oak barrels for 10 months, and bottled usually in July. The wine is basically a blend. This particular wine is a blend from what we consider three of the best regions for growing Chardonnay in California. We have the Carneros that I mentioned in the southern part of the valley. We also get a portion of the grapes from the Santa Maria Hills down in Santa Barbara County, and also Monterey in the Arroyo Seco appellation. All three cool coastal regions, and we think make some of the best Chardonnays in the state. And then also we have here is our 2007 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. This wine is a blend from several vineyards around the valley. It really encompasses a lot of the really positive things about Napa Valley. We have vineyards that we source some of the fruit for this wine from as far south as the Carneros, the cooler part of the region, all the way up north to Calistoga, the hottest part. And so we get quite a range of flavors and components when we put together that blend. We also, a significant portion comes from the eastern hills above Oakville in the valley, up Soda Canyon. Also a great, three particularly very strong hillside vineyards, very low yielding, great concentration, and they make really tremendous wines. And this wine spends about 2 years in American oak barrels also, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My name is Chris Pisani. I'm the winemaker here at ZD Wines, and we are located right in the middle of the Napa Valley on the Silverado Trail, the eastern, more beautiful side of Napa Valley. We are open for tours and tastings every day of the week, and we invite you to come by and try our incredible wines and take a tour and learn about us from our great staff.
How did you like ZD Winery? I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.